Race number 8 is back onto the all-weather surface, and it's a Class 3, so a good field engaged here. Bear Slam at the top of the book is on the class drop and has the blinkers on. He's a 3-time winner in Class 3, but they've all been 1650 or 1800 metres. Sight Success onto the surface for the first time. Zarsun, Sunny Boy, Private Rocket all on the class drop. Karying Master, second time on the surface. The 7 Gunnison has the cheek pieces on. Megaheart draws barrier 12. Starts usually a bit of a problem for him. Like that, comes to the all-weather for the first time. And Resolute has placed in Class 3, Tom, but that placing, unusually for him, was on the turf.
It certainly was, and it was down the straight as well, over 1,000 metres. Here we are, 1,200 metres. There's quite a bit of pace in this race. Karying Master likes to go forward. Flying Bonus loves to go forward. And Sight Success has to probably go forward there from gate number 11 for Joe Moreira. So it looks a little tricky with Resolute likely to be just behind the speed, and so too Like That, who endured a tough run last time out as well. Got Private Rocket there on the inside. So with all that pace, it could potentially set it up for someone like Zarsun or even potentially Megaheart, who was third at his last start behind Man Star.
Here's Sight Success, Paul, in our first replay. Now, he's unknown on race day on the turf, but did trial up well on race day on the all-weather. He did trial up well on the all-weather behind Lucky Patch, if that's any guide to go on.
Yeah, look, he's going to carry a big weight, 132 from barrier 11. There is definitely a lot of ability with this horse, though. He's a 3-time winner from his 6 starts. I've got him in on a minor line, but not on top.
Yeah, Ryder lost the stick here last time out. He was 3 wide to the first turn and then eased. I've got him in as well, but like Paul, not on top.
This horse, Tom, is one you've had a bit of time for lately in Zarsun. Ran second last time, did Zarsun. And this race was over the 1,200 metres. Sunny Boy comes out of it as well. That's him covered in muck on the outside. Do we go again? Yeah,
I think we do. There was no early pace from him last time out. And look, he was wide around the turn, but kept making ground here behind Willpower, who was probably out the better part of the track here with Willpower, and he stayed out there throughout. So I thought it was a pretty good run in the end from Zarsun. We know, I think, Paul, he's a much better horse on this sort of surface.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's one of the main chances for me, so he definitely goes in Zarsun.
Karis Teaton won right on the horse for that second. Back to the turf we go for this replay. Paul, Karying Master, and this is a third behind Simply Fluke at Happy Valley. He has trialled up and won a trial as well. Draws nicely in barrier number 1. I
think he's better on the turf, this horse. He's got Zach from barrier number 1. He has got the pace, but I prefer him on the turf.
Yeah, I threw him in on a very minor line. You can see him run over here in the last 50 metres by Simply Fluke, but he's only had 1 run on the all-weather, and when he did make his all-weather debut, he was only beaten 1 3/4 lengths. So I think he can handle it, but just how much pressure gets put on him in those early stages, and we know he does have a few issues.
In our final replay, Tom, Gunnison will be very thankful. Well, he would have been when he picked up the form guide and read no Man Star in the race.
Well, he's been racing in really good form, Gunnison here. The 6-year-old seems like he's been round forever. He's up to start number 42. Last start, he was 5 wide, no cover, but still rallied strongly. He cast a plate on this occasion too. Did Gunnison. He's drawn gate number 2, but I just wonder, Paul, if he needs a bit of clear air.
Yeah, no, good point with Gunnison, but look, he should get a nice enough run. That's the query. And he has got a little bit of pace early, Gunnison. I've included him. I think he's quite an honest horse on the surface.
Jack Wong takes a small weight allowance as well. Your selections, Paul?
Going to go with a horse who hasn't raced on the surface, all trialled on it before, but works really well on it, and hopefully he's a bit of a price. Double figures, he's currently at 11 and 3.8. That's Like That. Will make him the each-way play. He's a horse that's got plenty of ability, and I think with all his pace in the race, he can slot in just in behind. Zarsun's been running really well on the surface. Sight Success coming to it, just got that wide draw, and the honest horse Gunnison, 11-3-2-7.
Zarsun on the top for me. I think he can handle the conditions here really well on this surface. Zarsun, Ricky Karis Teaton, he'll be back in the field, but it looks like there's good speed in the race. Sight Success goes in. He covered ground last time out and looks probable to do it again here this time around. Sight Success. Like That, he's been consistent. He raced wide last time out, but I thought he stayed on with some purpose last time out behind Harmony Fire, so he makes it in, and Karying Master on a minor line. So 3, 2, 11 and 6.
And Zarsun at 5.2 is that early favourite for race number 8, the final of the all-weather races, and the first leg also of the day's final treble.